So guys, let's try to start this. Okay, I introduce myself. My name is Chris. Okay, and one of the leader in here in CS team. So we are all CS team lah. Because if you know that today our training, not purposely we invite for all Indian members, but then there's a trend. Do you know the trend? Okay, if you open up your atlas, some new agent you still don't know. With the atlas, you can see the data there. With the data, you can see all the projects, sales, all that. Then recently, the what we call the top 3 agent, I think should be last 2 months. Top 3 also Indian member. So it's a good trend for right now. We have a good product like Vivid, zero down payment, and then get cashback, all that, and good commission as well. Okay, and then right now. Going to, and then actually our today's speaker is Yukesh. Okay, Yukesh is our team. Okay, background is from engineering, IT engineering background. So he joined on last year. Okay, but last year doing freelance because he's still working at a full-time job. But after that, I think should be on another half year. The second half year he quit, so focus in property. Okay, but when the time he's starting doing a lot of business okay, car wash open up, but right now he focus in property okay, he did very well, okay, right now conversion more than 4 million okay, so it's get a good income, and then he just sold what we call the deed there 5% commission okay, achieved the Hong Kong trip but unable to go, he just traveled in Japan. How much you spending? 25,000, okay, costing for that. Okay, so how he can make it and consistent? Just I think should be on Monday. I asked, I want to meet him, and then he said, okay, doing a Zoom session, selling the JBIF project, and then Penang they are selling also. Okay, every product we can sell. So how we can do? So this session we welcome Yukesh.
Hi, okay, I'm Yukesh. So I used to be in IT. Is anyone familiar with Columbia, the hospital? Yeah. So Columbia recently they sold it to Hong Leong. Yeah. So those owners they made this place called Pacific Senior Living. Do you guys have any idea what that is? Okay, so it's a resort for old people. So in the case you have anyone who's old wants to go stay there, you can find them lah. So I was the head of IT there. Then I decided that it's better for me to move here because I needed funds. Now, when we have a certain goal, only then we can work towards it. So my goal was to own a few businesses. Currently, I have, of course, my car wash, IT company, and F&B. So the whole goal is to just make sure that I collect all these businesses over time, and then, of course, we get passive income. But that's for a later goal. There are 2 ways we can do this. One, you take a bank loan or a grant. Another one is to actually get capital. So how do you get capital? I guess this is the best place. Sales is the best place for you to have an amount of cash that you can burn. So why real estate? Now, you guys have heard, right? The commission here is like 5 days. Of course, certain projects give you 5 days commission. Now, when you have that kind of money, you can roll it. So that is the whole goal. It's about rolling money for your lifestyle. Now, anybody here is full-time? Oh, she got 3. Oh, not bad. Oh, 4. And others, part-time. Yeah, we had a doctor who actually quit and then joined us last time. So he was working like 12 to 14 hours, earning 5,000 ringgit a month. And he said it wasn't enough. And also, I guess it's the stress which comes being a doctor. I think most of you are Indians, most of your friends are doctors, most likely. So yeah, different backgrounds, different people, but at the end of the day, everyone wants to earn money, and I think it's very clear-cut what they want to do. So we've got 3 things, but I think since majority of you are full-timers, let's skip this. Let's go on how to actually gather more leads. So the majority of my leads come from people who are mutuals. So they are not actually directly connected to me, but they are from someone's friend. So it goes on like that. So how do I do this? Okay, so I play a lot of football. pickleball. So you see all these sports, right? You definitely need to meet someone. So every time we meet someone, we get a contact. Put it as a contact. So you're prospecting. Is either you recruit them or you sell them. Yeah, I know people say don't judge others, but in our line of work, you have to judge the person, see what their ability is, whether they are going to buy or they're going to sell for you. These are the two things that are very important. So monetary wise, you have to ask the person. Social engagement, just ask them, what do you do, blah, 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 blah. Now, to get this information is easy because you already meet the person. Now, how do you actually meet the person? So for me, it's sports. A majority of you, maybe you have other ways of meeting people. It cannot always be the same people. So example, if you're having a meal, let's say you're having lunch or dinner, you're going to spend the money on your dinner or lunch. Why not go out with someone that maybe a long lost connection or someone new? Yeah, so that's how you get engagement from one person, and then slowly maybe they'll refer you to another person. Now, the problem is when you talk to them, you're not going to immediately get a sale. It's over time, and most likely maybe they might not be the customer, someone else might be the customer. So how do you keep in touch with them? Of course, you have your social medias, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure that they follow you there and there. So if you have a target of maybe, my target is 3 people a day, 3 new people a day. Whether it's someone I know, maybe a friend's friend, anything. You've got 2 meals, you can play a sport. Of course, I understand as we grow older, we cannot go and play every single day. That doesn't make any sense also. But there are many other ways. I know people who go for yoga. Yeah, and then they just meet someone, just talk to them. So every day you change the position of where you sit. Don't always go to the same place and sit at the same place. Just move across the hall or something like that. Yeah. So put that goal where, okay, maybe 3 is a lot. When I first started out, it was just 1. So then the followers will just increase and increase. So I have an Instagram account which I made in last year. So before this, I deleted my Instagram account when I was 19 because I didn't find any use for it. But in sales, we need the trust. We need to build the trust. So this is how we do it. Not always posting and getting results. It doesn't work that way. You need to have engagement, and the people who engage with you need to be real. So not always a stranger is going to come to you because, let's be honest, there's so many scams online, correct? Yeah, so if you posted a story about a house, how will they actually know whether you are legit or not? That's number 1. So how many of you have your rent tags? 3. Yeah, so of course you're going to try to get your rent tag first. So at least, in your posting, right, put it down there, your rent tag, to show you're legit an agent and you're doing this for, full time. So example, right, if somebody were to look at your post and if you're doing part time, they would, unless they're your friend or someone that they know you, they won't be so confident in asking you about certain things because the rent tag gives you that sense of confidence that, you know what you're doing. Yeah, so that's number 1. Number 2 is getting all your basics correct. When they ask you, what is, just now was it HDA, is it? You were talking to, yeah. If someone asks you, what is that? You need to be able to answer them. You cannot just say, I know the price of a house. Yeah, that shows that they won't be confident with you. Yeah, how much is the maintenance fee? How much is, is maintenance fee even a thing? Is it optional? Some people have asked me before, especially the younger crowd. What if I don't want to pay maintenance fee? I still don't know how to answer that. But yeah, sometimes you have to figure that out. A majority of my buyers are, of course, at a certain age category. Now, they are using the leverage of loans. So example, now you have the no down payment, right? So that is attractive for them. What is the positive part about your age bracket? Now you got to figure that out, and once you figure that out, then only you can push. So a majority of that certain age bracket after 45 or 40 or 45 is push them to invest for their children. Keep telling them again and again, I think it's better you buy now before it gets too late. So these are the type of things that you push them for. First is the lead part. You meet people, find out their age bracket, find out what they are doing, and then split it, then you, not to say attack, but you put it in such that give them a purpose. Similar to what we are doing here lah. Everyone here has a purpose, right? But our purpose is the same lah. All of us want to earn money, right? Yeah. So give them a purpose and then push them forward. Sometimes people do want to buy a house. They see this property, wow, other people got like 20 units or something like that. They want to, but there's nothing that's holding their hands and pulling them across the finish line. So this is what a majority of us are lacking right now, is that we are unable to convince. Consider this situation here. When I put out ads on Facebook, 90% of the people who reply are of one group of ethnic, is Chinese people. Because they are already aware of the financial situation. They use finances to propel their life. But we still have a market. I mean, I know not everyone here is Indian, but a majority of Indian people don't have that financial knowledge. So actually sitting down with them and telling them, look, instead of you buying a property first, how about you have a one-to-one session with me and I'll explain to you what are the processes and how to buy the house. So get them out of their comfort zone, make them meet you and explain to them that, okay, this is how the finances are going to be, what you're going to pay, progressive interest, all these things, explain to them. And then they will feel a little bit more confident. So that's step one. So this works for the younger crowd. So you have to find what works for the target market that you have. So everyone in my age category, they are looking to buy because they want to get married, they want to have some kind of proof for their efforts. That means they're going to work every day and then they feel like, I'm just spending my money only, I don't have anything to show for. So they want to buy property, but they're scared. They're scared like, what if it goes on a loss or things like that. So start off with the financials first. When you approach someone, tell them, how about I explain to you how property works, what is the finances. You don't have to choose any project or whatever. Get them out, step one. Step two, they will call you back, definitely, because they feel confident with whatever you say. So make sure when you go for a meeting, it doesn't have to be about a certain property. In general, you got everything correct already. Is this a strata title, individual title, or everything regarding property you need to know. Whenever you explain to people, they feel confident, and that's when confidence leads to trust. And when you have their trust, then it's very easy to move forward. One person buys from you, they tell their friend, this person, I bought from this person. You can get him to buy for you also. Then go ahead, continue the cycle. So that's how you get the recurring customers. And Indian people are very emotional people. This is something that I think a majority of you know. They tend to stick with something that works for them. Okay? So if a certain family bought insurance from one person and their whole life they never got hurt or anything, they never did one claim also, but because they bought from this guy, they will ask their kids also to buy from this guy. And they'll ask their friends also to buy from this guy, even though they have not made any contact whatsoever after selling. And then this guy also will come and keep on revising the plan, and they'll pay some more. It's a recurring thing. Indian people are very attached to things. I know some people who bought a house and then they never want to rent it out because this is my first house, I have some emotional attachment to it. That doesn't make any sense. This is not a financial move. So this is something that we need to leverage on. Since they want to be like that, okay, go ahead, fine. Just keep on pushing them through the emotional part. This is how you pull them through. Okay, so that's another way of getting your leads. Other than that, most of it is just getting the person out. If you guys can do that, I think a majority of your problem is done already, because they need to see you face to face. Online things can only go so far. Online, people don't feel confident. And like I said before, confident, no trust. So that's number one. Number two, majority of your leads needs to be solid leads, because you're spending your time. You're going out of your working hours. Some of you are going out of your working hours, and then you're actually spending money to go there, talk to the person. So make sure that person has the capability of buying. If no capability of buying, it's okay. go towards recruitment. Recruitment, just do online and recruit. Explain to the person, if you sell, you can get this much. But of course, you need to show a certain proof. Try not to, okay, my age group, a lot of people fake it till they make it, which is very dangerous. Because I know people who get 2 sales and they buy a BMW. That's not how it works. Okay, financially, that's very bad. But if you can maintain it, then okay, by all means, go ahead. But yeah, do what is in your means. Try the lowest cost of effort, and also monetary, the lowest cost. And then after that, build on that. Use whatever strategies that we have, like the emotional buying. I've seen people come to showroom, they look, wow, this place very nice. How much is this? Their initial budget was 500k. Suddenly this place is 600. Not much difference, right? Not much difference. 100k, 35 years interest. That's almost double, like 200k extra they're paying. So these are the things that not many people will think about. So as long as you can pull them out, I think you got a very high chance of sales, especially if you can speak well. I think a majority of you can speak well, right? Right? Yeah. So that's about it for leads and also how to get your leads. Make sure that number is continuing. I mean, your followers and your postings, make sure it keeps on increasing. Don't be shy. There's nothing to be shy. When nobody knows us. If I go on the street now, not even one person knows me, right? Yeah. So just don't be shy. Keep on posting. Eventually, people will come back to you. So recently, I went last week. I went to Gamuda Gardens, landed property 700k. Now, PJ does not have any landed property for 700k, but we do have condos for 700k. You put that as comparison. Don't tell what is the location first. Just put 700k for landed or 700k for condos. And I mean, Instagram, you'll see the replies. People ask, where is this, where is this, where is this? From there, slowly say, okay, it's in Rawang, blah, 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 but it's a township, it's nice, there's a highway. Keep explaining to them. And then when they say, okay, I'll think about it, that's where you go in and say, how about, instead of you thinking about a house, let me explain to you how the finances work. Drag them out. Give them some value for free for them to come out. That is the most important part. Okay? By right, if somebody were to buy a house, they should know what the finances are, how it works. But certain people don't know, which is good for us because then we have a reason to bring them out. So, anyone, any questions?
So basically, you leverage your social media to gain your leads.
Correct. Social media and in real life. I think a lot of people tend to think that maybe if we sit down and call every day, it will work. Sometimes it does. Certain markets it does, but not always. And it's, mentally it's a bit frustrating. If you keep calling and you don't get someone to buy. So make our odds better. The whole game is a numbers game. Make our odds better. Instead of calling, what are the odds of someone shutting the phone down? Very high. But if it's in front of you, people tend to be nicer. They will listen to you, whatever you got to say. So this is your time. Have you heard of the elevator pitch? Elevator pitch, sorry. Yeah. How many seconds is it? 30 seconds?
It's actually
15 to 30, yeah. So in that 30, make a good impression. Don't sell them the house. Make a good impression. Just say, hey, I'm Yukesh. I'm in property. So ask them what's about them. Ask them what do they like to do. Sound interested, okay? And your facial expressions, please. Don't, I know you ask the question like you're interested, but then your facial expression is not interested, then difficult, right? Yeah. So then the fellow will think, wow, this person cares about me. And that's where it starts. It will snowball from there. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody? Any question?
How do you choose the projects that you want to suggest to your clients? Or do you do all, or do you have certain skills that you choose?
As of now, I have never actually chosen a specific project to sell. What I do is I ask the customer first, what do they want? What are their intentions? Investment or own stay? And then from there, we go to the areas, From the areas, I ask them what is their budget. So from that budget, maybe we can move certain areas if the budget does not fit the requirement, right? We can move to certain areas. So we look for property once we get their requirement. Data from them is the most important thing. Get as much as you can. Ask the correct questions, but don't ask in such a way that you're pressing them. So example, right? If you said that, oh, how about you come to this showroom at this or this time, you are giving them options, but you're telling them that they are going to come by giving them the time and date. So don't just leave it hanging, oh, would you like to come to the showroom? No, change those questions. Make it, are you free on this time or this time? Give them options, but both is a win for you. Anything else? Is anyone having any trouble with lead?
How do you face, or what kind of challenges that you actually face? Because it goes like what converted 4 million, right? So that means you must have submitted more than 4 million.
Sorry?
You must have submitted more than 4 million cases.
Yeah.
To get 4 million converted.
Correct.
So what do you see the common challenges?
Common challenges is,
Or the most
a majority of it is mostly finances. Because some people think they can actually afford it, but then they can't. And sometimes it's a very close call. So we shift to a different project. So actually my percentage, I tell you, it's fine. I don't have anything to lose. It's like 45% like that only. So for me to get 4, probably I would have like took bookings around 8 or 9. Yeah, that's the results. But the thing about them not buying right now is that there is a chance that they'll buy in another 6 months. But then of course, hopefully that their financial situation gets better. Or maybe they get married and 2 people join loan. But nevertheless, they have done a booking with you, but the loan didn't go through. They are still your customers. It's just a matter of time before it comes back. That's all. Or maybe, in a few more months, they get, technically we have just passed April and May. April, May, June, that's when people get their bonuses. So, you've got to play with certain timelines in the calendar also. Maybe all this while you're just randomly putting out your advertisements during the Chinese New Year holidays or maybe Christmas holidays. These are the times when people will not come out. They are going to be with their families. So you have to make sure you arrange your ads according to the timeline. People getting bonuses on April, May, June, right? Put those times. Or certain, before Raya. I mean, I know car salesmen all do before Raya like that. So because they want to sell cars, right? Before. Everyone want to balik kampung with a nice car. So leverage on those things. Leverage on information. Don't just simply whack and put out postings every day. Make sure each posting has a reason. Like I said just now, 700k landed, 700k condo. So every time you post out, do the reverse engineering of it. What are you trying to achieve? And then from there, you build the post. Taking a picture of a condo and just slamming it will make no sense at all because people don't know where it is. What is this? What is he doing? Why is he just simply posting? Yeah. So make sure there is some kind of engagement that you're expecting from this. Anything? Please, got any question?
Any question you want to how to start up? I think a lot of new joiner, you got a part-time or full-time or no-time, that's what okay. But how to kickstart? Do you want to ask how it take? Any idea for you?
How much time do you spend to do your ads or to do your online?
It's from the
Online. Okay, basically I only post like once a day. So I post once a day, then after that ads is like a running thing. We already set the campaign and then it just runs by itself. So in terms of property, I do maybe like an hour a day or something like that. Very, very little because I have other stuff to do.
How do you get your content? Like you post once a day, you have to go out there and get some pictures.
Correct. Yeah. So Saturday, Sundays is when I actually go out and do the video. So as I'm serving an appointment, I would take a video of that place and anything that is close by. So let's say if I was to do Eldon's is in Empire City. So they have a few a few showrooms, right? Yeah, just take all the videos, keep it, and then sometimes, we have a lot of friends here. Maybe they went to a certain showroom, then you can ask them like, hey, can I have some of the footage? Yeah. So I think the most important thing is to connect with other people and also leverage off it. So some people might be in Cyberjaya, and Cyberjaya might have some good deals, a really big condo for 400,000. It's called Casa Embun, but fully sold out. Yeah. I had a customer who paid the booking, but the loan process took so long that they already terminated the booking. But we still went on with the loan process, and when we wanted to rebook, everything was taken. And she came all the way from, so her family is from Cyber. She had the summer holiday, she's working in Ireland. Yeah, so when someone works overseas, it's not that easy to get loan here, especially people with a very clean credit score. When she came back, when she saw the place, oh, very nice, let's book lah. Again, let's go through the process again. Didn't get. So now we will find for something later on lah. So these are the things that happen again and again. So for me, I have to get better bankers, I guess. So anyone have any friends there? Maybe you can introduce. Yeah. So it's always a thing where when you take care of the banker, they also eventually they'll say, hey, my friend want to buy or something like that. So it's the connection here. Every day, at least 3 people. How you find them, where you find them, that is up to you. It could be your friend's brother or sister. Maybe just follow them on Instagram lah, then say hi. It's been a while since I seen you, blah blah blah, talk lah. But I mean professionally lah. If not, they're gonna think get the wrong intentions. Yeah. So a majority of my Instagram is always copy and paste messages lah. Basically a template message. Follow people, send. Some people reply by, hey, long time no see, blah blah blah. So you need the energy to keep replying all these messages, because sometimes you have to care. This person likes badminton or something. I can't play badminton. So I'll just ask him, oh, where do you play, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm very far. Make some excuses. You have to play the game as it is. Then say, pull him out for coffee or tea or whatever it is. Yeah. So always 3 people a day. But if that's very hard, the starting is 1 person a day. You got 2 meals, don't forget that. Breakfast, forget it. Nobody will come out at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. We might go out lah. If we got sale means confirm we will go out. But whether people will come, that's a whole different story lah. Yeah. And ex-colleagues, yeah. So never have any issues with people, because it can hurt you back in the future.
How about selling freehold versus leasehold? What kind of challenges do you?
Freehold and leasehold.
Does it matter to a lot of people, or they're just not aware of the differences? Leasehold and freehold.
Anyone below 35 have completely given up on freehold because they know they're not going to get it. I guess they are more understanding of the situation. Land is scarce already, so it's definitely going to be leasehold. But the older crowd, people who are in 55 and above, they seem to still prefer freehold. That's fine if you can pay that amount. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to go back and forth with this person saying that there is no property that's freehold currently for your budget. Now, he is going to go ask so many agents. This person is going to become very, very stressful, because he's not going to get the property that he wants, because a majority of them are very delusional. Okay, I know this is not a very nice thing to say, but what they want is what they think is available, which is not. So explaining to them slowly, then after 2 months, you cannot push it immediately. After 2 months, tell them, oh, come, let's see this property, let's see this property. When you bring them to a place and show them the showroom, whether they are thinking about freehold or leasehold, they will just accept the showroom. A lot of people are very, whatever they see, they like. Like I said, emotional attachment is much more in our community than financial literacy. This is something that is very hard to pull them away from, but since they want it, okay, go ahead.
What about commercial versus residential?
Again, same age category. Commercial, usually younger generations, they don't really care. But you have to explain to them that the electricity bill and all is still high. That's something that they must understand. One project that we are selling is Eldon's. That is commercial, right?
Commercial, I see.
Commercial, but the price is a bit lower, so it's still okay lah. My category is different. The way I take my target market is completely different. So
What's that? What's your target?
below 35, yeah, and also they have a longer loan tenure. So yeah, you have to play with them. If a shorter loan tenure, then they have to put up more money lah, to make sure the installment is lower. Only when the installment is lower, people make money. Yeah. But a majority of people who are above 40, they have the money. Did you know that most of your friends are probably engineers, lawyers? They have the money. How do you get them out? That is the question. How do you make them a lead? Someone who has not been thinking about property, how do you make them buy a property? By giving them free information, knowledge on finances. But of course, it's different age category. The way you have to speak to them is also different. I've seen a 22-year-old try to sell a house to a 50-year-old, and then he accidentally said, no, if you feel this is too expensive, so that is already the wrong sentence. Yeah, what you say reflects. That means that person automatically knows this fella just only started lah. He won't be talking to people like me in these sentences, right? Yeah. So then the trust, the confidence on the person is gone, the trust is gone.
Is there still a lot of shortage of property? I'm just trying to understand the market as well. Is there a shortage versus the demand, or is there a short, supply is more than?
No, I think supply is oversupply. Yeah, there is a lot of property, but the thing is, there are properties in Perlis also, but nobody's going to buy it. So properties that are in the city will always sell because people want to be in the city. Nobody wants to be in Perlis. A lot of people can argue, hey, 1 million I can buy a bungalow in Seremban or somewhere. Are you going to go stay there? No. So the supply here in the city is equivalent to the demand. But yes, there are a lot of houses that are outside the city, and people always want to go for the cheapest. I know my own neighbor, so I live in Elmina. I'm not sure whether you guys know where it is, but my own neighbor. Yeah, correct. So yeah, so my neighbor, they are well-to-do, but the son thought it was a good choice to buy a corner lot for 700,000 in Sendayan. Bear in mind, this person lives in Shah Alam, works near the Subang airport, which takes around 15 minutes to go to his work and come back. Now he decided to buy somewhere in Sendayan, which is the other side of the planet. Why? What made him do this? Because it's freehold and it's a big house. Great. I can bet you he moves in there 3-4 years, he will regret it and he will want to move out. How do you sell that house back? It is close to impossible, because if I'm going to sell that house 700k to like 900k or something like that, why would anyone want to buy there? I'll buy it in the city instead. So these are the problems that you need to explain to people. You have to talk to them about the future. Certain people, they make financial decisions based on showrooms. That's why it's always good to bring them to the showroom. That's good for us. But nevertheless, by informing them about all these things, we are doing our responsibility. Sorry, I'm being recorded, so I have to say this. We have to explain to them one by one that they have to do all of these things. Okay? Only then people will trust us, and then they'll come back to us. Yeah. And try your best. I've seen so many cases. Below 30, couples who are not married buy property together, and then after 1-2 years, they break up, and we will get into an absolute mess. When they split, if the building is not built, they cannot sell and move out. Until the building is built, they have to hold on, both of them have to pay their loans correctly. If not, the credit score is going to be gone, and then both of them will be in trouble. Now, two people broke up, they confirm lah, they hate each other already. How do you still pay after that? So this kind of things you have to maneuver over this lah. But don't worry, since they already broke up, so now you got two customers lah. So you can sell to both of them. Yeah. So that's about it lah. So is there anything you would like to know?
Any suggestion for new joiner? They don't know how to start.
Don't know how to start. Meet people, number one, that's it. That's the most important thing. Every time you meet someone new, you got a new, either it's a customer or a recruit. But you have to go out, you cannot stay at home. You must move.
Where do you get information about property market, about financial information? That you need to have that first before you can go talk to people. So where
Correct.
do you
So when I mean finances is basically the start of how you prepare them for their loans. Of course you do the booking first, then you go through the loan, step by step.
So you've got to know that certain projects will require, you have to take 90%. There are some projects, so you need to know all the different variations in the
Correct.
industry first before you can talk to someone. So where do you get that information?
You can get it from Atlas. Yeah, there's an app.
There is an app.
Yeah, there is an app. Okay, so I guess we need to have that session of how to use Atlas.
Okay, I understand your question. Maybe like, because in current market, our agent, they need to be more versatile. They can know PGA project, KL project, all that. Okay? But sometimes, like last month, I saw a unit for the Jetstar. The customer initially gave me three requirements. First, he want more than 1,000 square feet. The second one, he want 5 homestay. The third one, he don't like hotel. Why purposely don't like hotel? So, and then follow for this requirement, I bring him to visit nearby, like they prefer Sungai Mesir because the middle of the city, all that. So I visit four projects in a day. So then they pick for the top two, okay, with the good package, 10% rebate with the cashback, all that, okay. Then the second week, we meet them, okay, 2 person, you want to buy one, okay. Then I say, okay, you want to looking for bigger size, looking for Bukit Jalil, but they don't like Bukit Jalil as well. Don't know why, because it's too far for them. But then Bukit Jalil, we got one project like Ayana, 700,000 can buy for 1,003 square feet. It's good deal, you know, but then the place is nothing lah. You need to drive lah, or cari makan all that lah. So the person to tell me, the buyer tell me that okay, I don't want to buy too big. I'm looking for investment. What if you're looking for investment? I get a lot of project can sell you, you know. Okay. So I asked them to bring it to Old Crank Road. Then I asked why you don't like Old Crank Road. Then he said, oh, because we Chinese using the app we call Red Note, the one. They made a lot of people say Old Crank Road is very jam. Oh, that's why you don't like. The people saying it's jam. Okay. So then, but anyway, because it's investment, then I push our what we call PV project lah, Exim one lah, because why? Fast call 5 days call, and then 3.5% off. Even you sold the one unit for 400K as studio unit, you can easily cost 14,000 one case. Okay. So I bring him in Old Crank Road. We got 3 showrooms. Okay. Vivid, Millers here, and then Cancel down Desa there. Okay, at the Scott Garden there. And then the further down is the what we call the U-turn, the Jetstar. Okay. Then the top one, I want to bring them to the Quad 3 Street my project. Okay, I'm a PNC there. Okay. So go to the Vivid, you know, because so many projects, I don't know how to remember so many. So how I do, I open up the summary, then I read it, then the buyer they will look down. Then I bring the customer, go to Vivid, they really don't want to look down because they don't like it at all. Or then I bring to Cancel, it's too high price. Then I bring U-turn, you know, go to the Jetstar, the showroom is no place for parking, and then all that, they are sitting, the cars, we send them, go there, then they can visit, you know the showroom is there, they can visit the $1 million view. You know the $1 million view facing the KL side, Okay, you can see the 118 lah, TRX lah, KL Tower and KLCC lah. Then I say million dollar. I said, yeah lor. I say yeah lor, because the view is direct. I see one right now block by you because I stay in both all that. So the show is quite good and then break down. Some of the all the details I follow by one. I will admit that I cannot remember the package. Sometimes I pick the unit is wrong package also, but they can accept it. So you don't need very perfect understand the whole project. Only you start. You need to kickstart first. Then when the customer asks you, hey, you know what? Last week I just calculated for the whole camp we have 151 project in launching. In JB it is most 220. In the area, how you gonna do? Study more. So you need to get your lead first of. If you can get your leads, okay, I can promise you, you post you have an appointment in what we call the Arte Star 2 o'clock. You put in the group, we are a lot closer here. So let's get start for the new joiner. I think if you will, the first one, can you doing your friends and family? Okay, you need to have your lunch and dinner, right? Okay, spend your time with them. Okay, either because when the time I started in property, I do both. Okay, the first I meet my friends from banking line. Okay, because they will query how you quit your job from banking line to property. Okay, then I show them how my booking sales and then I ask them to buy. Okay, or they cannot buy, they join. These two only. With the sales and recruitment, do both. So you spend your time there. The second one, if you want to go to a stranger market, then you can get your leads from your leader. Either you do calling, in the office with every agent they do calling. The third one, if you can spend your time on your what we call the video, if you don't have camera shy, do your video content in all the social media. We have a new member that is called Ziyong. Okay, the one is still studying, but every month I think with 1 unit or 2 unit is closing. So just posting in the red note app, TikTok, Instagram, all that. But honestly speaking, if you post all this content right in Facebook and Instagram, you don't pay them. Okay, actually they don't give you any traffic. Okay, but someone like Tracks, the Tracks. I don't. Anyone got Tracks here? Don't have, right? I just do it. Just now I post 4 posts already. Why no like, no people view? Because the privacy, I only post for all follow me. So I just share to anyone. Just now before I come up, okay?
So after this show, got a lot of people like
just turn up already. Big time lah, okay? I mean that if you same content, then you can show like, hey, I tell you what, you know our launching these 2 weeks we have launched 6 projects in all the whole Malaysia, Kelantan, Penang, JB. We got one agent, okay? If you search in YouTube, they call E-Real, E-R-E-A-L. The Chinese is 小潮 the one. There's a Chinese from China, okay? Migrate here already, Gavin here already, okay? The wife is Malaysian, okay? So this person, right, in the whole launching, personally he sold 100 units. Yes. What he did, you go to search the YouTube E-Reels, E-I-A-L. He did in the 1 year post 330 video in a year, meaning to say one video per day. Okay. In the subscriber in YouTube is more than 250,000.
Can you just spell
E-R-E-A-L. E-Reel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got the 小潮 and then I think he is not handsome as Yukesh and everyone here, okay? But he not only posting property, it's about travel, makan, food, finding. Oh.
It's a girl.
Huh?
It's a girl.
It's boy. Okay? And then some video, he just shooting from the balcony or something. The million view, what project is it? It's not even show face. So, okay, how you going to do your video content? You need to show your face, only you can do. You need to be perfectly your content, one wording, or I feel low, I too fat already, I need to go gym first, only I start. No, you need to be start first, only you be perfect, guys. So, unless, okay, you want to be dragging the time for you to kickstart. Actually, I think the majority challenge is we don't know what to do. Then you just start up. You just start to meet your guys, your people. Because all the people you meet, right? They have your what we call they have certain relationship with you. Okay, so then you just makan with them, relationship with them, invite them for our show, and then you know what? We have a new agent. Sometimes we have a new launching and our visits. Hey, I just joined property. Can you let me a training first? Okay, I want to present to you something like because you are my best friend, support me. Go to present. Hey, how do you think my presentation? Okay, how do you feel? Hey, don't just this. They will buy one. Then you just start with the project. You feel affordable. Because like 400K visits, I think should be okay, right? Okay, where is your staying? You stay in PJ, right? Nearby you have any project? If PJ you can serve the Atera by Parano. All project they nearby your house. Rawang you have a Gamuda garden. Just go for it because all the what we call the information is inside already. The how you find your PIC, how you then you just go to find out. If you unable to find it, find the what we call the details, they will ask in the group. This is the way. We don't want to like just join already then don't start anything. What I cannot do? Just start. Okay. Post you're doing posts in all the what we call the Facebook public group. We have a lot, right? Just post it. Try to do You know, Yukesh, I think you make a one post. I think should be 6 to 7 people asking where is the place, what is the price. Maybe they are not buying, but every week you do one time, you try. You are exploring, explain to them you are lovely your job. You are professional in this industry. I want to make you like, okay? You know, every week I make 1 to 2 units video. Okay, I just post it. So I sharing my experience. So then anything related to property, then you can explore. Like that.
Yeah.
Stranger market, own market, or you're doing video content. Gradually. We do have you search in YouTube for another leader. It's called Elian. I think should be top one right now conversion in IQI. Forgot how many million already. Last year is 60 million. Now I forgot already, you can check the data. So she just focused in TLCC product because you know you cannot conquer all. I can tell you. What you want to do in sub-sale, you want to sub-rank, you want to project, you can get nothing done. Okay? So she understands for this one, focusing in this TLCC. Okay, but Elian is too high already. We find another person. Okay, I tell you what. Because if I mention the person is too high, then you feel like, hey, I'm just newbie, I cannot change one. Okay, another one. If you see the top 3, I think should be project. The one is Jack Yong, right? Okay, I tell you what, the Jack Yong, they what we call they're focusing in KLCC. They want to sell brand elements. They want to sell harness, exit. But then too many agents they posting project already. Okay, cannot get it. So they using pavilion. You know pavilion, they posting a pavilion. So using a pavilion photo, you know pavilion also very pattern one. If you use my photo, I will mystery check you. I call you. You cannot say you want to swim to exit. I will ban you like that one. So they sell for pavilion, okay? So we know all of that, okay? Pavilion, so they want you to loyalty, okay? So I sell to pavilion. Then the customer register from the Facebook invest, leads come, call. Then the customer say, I don't want residence, any shop lot. Shop lot we don't have, or office cannot, send come CC. Then they send the pavilion, they have an office tower and what we call the residence tower, they send the office tower. Customer come, okay? Whole level, 16 million. Book, before book the customer, the buyer, they call their accountant, okay? Ask can get 80% loan or not, okay? Like that. Okay. So possibility only they go. Okay, but I can tell you the leads is come from the pavilion residents. It's a good location or that. But the buyer don't want to buy the resident. They're looking for someone. But investment trigger to the whole level. Okay? And then the same deal got 3 agents. They have buyer looking for this deal already. But end up for by the Jet Yong. Okay? And then the customer buy. Okay? The scary is the buyer buy for own name, not by company name. Then how you think that the income tax he pay? Guys, how you going to meet this kind of person? So if you say that the lead from Facebook is like whatever, doesn't matter. Then you explain it. So the agent because the first time I never did so big deal. You know. My maximum is 1 point something million only. One deal 60 million. So the agent is I think should be 2. The next day they come. So both. Then after 2 days, the agent call the customer. Hey, how is your look? Then the customer feel angry already. Hey brother, not like that. This amount is 60 million. Only 2 days my booking. Give time hello. I want to buy, okay, but you want to get approval for this 60 million? Not easy also. Give me some time. The agent still what we call urgent also okay. But end up you see the ranking, then the deal is done. Okay, so then you calculate 60 million, 2% come. I don't think 2%. The one is 4. I think should be because of this 4.5 something like that. 4.8. Okay, so it's like that one. So easily a chance. Somebody invite the customer come then the assisting what we call the assisting developer staff they help them to present. So let's make your what we call your first step, okay, to meet your friends. Okay, anyone can start with your friends and family market. Raise up your hand. Anyone? Okay, start up. So who can start with stranger market calling? Yes, okay. Get leads from your leader, okay, or you own invest in Facebook, Instagram, all that. Call them. Third one, who can make video content? Yes, good, very good. Okay. How to make video content? Any idea from where? Where to make video content? Where to get idea? ChatGPT. Can you add one more wording? Please be localized. Right. The sentence, all that, because if we search, they will give us all the Chinese word from China one. We also speak like, don't know how they talk, okay? But you need to localize, you have your feel, have your feeling. So keep doing, but remember, if you're doing video content, don't expect you post one video, don't expect they get a million view, don't have, okay? I have so many video, I only one video can cross 1 million only. Okay, so you need to continuously. Let's make it right now until year end. We still have how many weeks? 20 over. If you tell yourself every week you make one video for yourself, one video only related to property. Resold or freehold better, first home I buy high rise or rental better, all that, anything related interest rate, all that, you find in ChatGPT lah. You ask ChatGPT give you 10 topics related to property. Okay? Give me a content, all they have. Use your way to talk. One way you make one video, don't care about good or bad. Okay? If you want to do it your CapCut to cut it, if you don't know, spend money, ask people to do it. Got people that are very expert one, 2 minutes can done it for you. Okay? So you post, then you will get more than 20 over video, right? As I can tell you, in the market, right? Okay? Those agents, they invest in what we call the video content. Okay, it's our trend. They definitely got sales. I can tell you this. All people. If you can see another agent in YouTube, okay, it's called Evian Chan. Evian, E-V-I-A-N Chan. Okay, it's our team member also. The girl is restaurant boss. Organize a restaurant. But then right now, end already. Focus in property. because she just did for 5 to 6 video, get 2 deal in KLCC, 200,000 commission. Yes, the 2 deal. The customer is come from China or Taiwan, come from here, buy for cash, today sign booking, tomorrow sign SIP because no loan, immediately I can sign. I arrange lawyer to read you only. There's a possible. Okay? So that is the bonus if you can hit the high ticket. But actually, if you're doing like 1 deal, 2 deal, ownership generally, that one is also okay. Okay? So let's say you are in PJ, do PJ specialist bro. You are booking specialist booking totally can 7 project, then you can be the one asking me booking and the top booking. Then you need to have more sales that some other they will pass you over. Okay? Any more question want to ask?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. Sales is good, but there is some complicated case whereby these clients, right, they tend to like in contact with few agents, and then like when I get to meet them and I talk to them, they're very impressed, everything's good. And then they go back. She said, "Just give me time. I need to talk to my family." And then go back. You can't reach them. Okay. Then they responded again. They got a question, and it just goes on. Then I was like, at a point, like you kind of give up. No, they never come back, they never respond to you. After a month, they come back again. So it's like, should we give up on this person? Are they going to really buy?
How is
Actually,
your
I actually invited them. Why not you come over, okay? Whatever the project in your mind, I let me be the, kind of a neutral person, kind of help you and see the pro and con which suits you, I have done that also, but they're not coming up.
I guess that.
I have a number of cases like this.
Yeah, I guess that comes down to the trust they have on the person. So
Yeah,
if
but
you
they're
know,
very impressed, and then at a point like, send me the account number, I want to pay now. Okay. And then,
that's good.
no, there's more.
Oh, so when you give the account number, then they don't.
They didn't. So,
urgency?
just like,
Using some
yeah, I
urgency.
created an urgency, and then they're like, okay, they asked for the account number, and then they went silent, and then I thought they was, and then they called again. They was like, okay, any of their concern also, I said, okay, I can help you out, and then I talked to them and all that. But then the booking is not done, some of them, and when I give up, but they come back. Because I got one case that after 6 months, they come back and they did the booking.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's just these few cases, I don't know what to do, but they're coming back.
Yeah.
And it's like, what am I lacking,
Yeah, usually it doesn't. I mean, like I said before, whatever you post out, it's not going to be done today. Might come back in 6 months, might come back in a year, 2 years. But they're always going to be there because you gave them the information and you're constantly engaging with them. So they will never let you go, but at the same time, they haven't bought anything yet since they're coming back to you, right? So it's still a customer. And put this in mind, the amount of effort that we put into an 8 to 5 job, which is 8 hours, and you get a salary, right? Compared to replying their message for probably a second or two, it isn't that much, right? If you compare the money to time ratio. So as long as they're answering you, just keep holding on to them, and until a point where eventually it will happen because they keep coming back to you. A lot of agents will give up. So when, let's say they are actually communicating with 5 agents, right? If everyone thought like you, then they would give up, right?
Yeah.
But you're the last one standing, so just be the last one standing.
Okay, got it.
What is your limitation? How long you can follow
No,
up the buyer?
for me, right, I don't have any kind of like anger or any kind of frustration. No, but I was like, we have to utilize the time well, right? As an agent, we have to utilize because we don't have a permanent income. We are on
I
commission
think I reply the message
and
on
we
the
have
inside.
our target.
Yeah.
So it's like you would have like a number of person like that. And
Okay, can I solve a problem like using the IQ pilot?
yeah.
Okay, we have IQ pilot. So some like, I think this is a
But the
common
IQ
question.
pilot was in Mandarin, so we were
No, English. Oh, you mean the training?
The one that was
The training recorded Okay, because you invite, we don't see any, we see majority Chinese. I think should be all Chinese, only they say Chinese. Okay, then after that the poster they make it Okay, I tell you what, this is the trend. I think the common question is customers suddenly disappear. Okay, I just now before I come out, then Kelly asking the customer want to put our aeroplane from fake okay? Promise already come 3-4 times already, still not appear, you know, okay? Say next week, then another next week. So just now just asking me, should I do follow up? Yeah, I say every week you just send one message to follow up, okay? Because you're trying every 2 days they call them one time, okay? But then until Saturday, Sunday, give up, okay? So after that, can this plenty of leads, you feel that they give you an interest, they want to buy already, okay, but disappear. They have intention want to buy, but maybe not now, maybe no trust, maybe they have concern, cannot pay the booking yet, even they ask you booking, okay. All these leads, you put in the IQ pilot, you can set a sequence, like send you a new project, send you a follow-up, send them a news, whatever they related inside, it's better than you using a robot to help you to follow up. This is the one, okay? Like some, there is a system, they can do email blasting, they can do what we call the follow-up thing, okay? Like let's say I send you to the, send you one of the property blasting, then you have not replied, then I can set next 2 hours, I can send you again by robot, all that. Okay, we have one case, one agent, the customer want to work with it already, okay? Asking the booking account, but disappeared. Call them, no reply, all that, okay? Then after that, follow up 2-3 weeks already, same project, no reply. Then they send the new project. Maybe you're not interested for this project, I send you other than Bukit Jalil like rent resident, all that lah. Send the rent resident, then suddenly after I think should be 1 month, the customer come back. Want to see the project rent resident. After that, meet up the agent, then say, don't like the rent resident location, come back, buy with it. Buy that initially. Then the agent asking, why the time you disappear? Or because I got other agent tell me that we is not. Many reasons, guys, many reasons. But what is your limitation? Your time? How many transactions? If the buyer is show me that I'm interested to buy, but disappear that, this one I can spend my time to follow up, but will be lesser. If they long time already, maybe 1 week one time, I just send a message or something, or I send other project, okay? Just simply, you want to get connected, okay? So if you feel that the customer no chance already, give up, you look for other, but actually for your customer, we have no answer, we don't know. So just try it as your limitation. I think this is the way. How you gonna do? No? The 60 million, the what? Okay? So let's start with your comfort area. You start with your video, your friends, family, all that. Okay? Pick one, because if you don't have any idea what project to start, I can tell you can start with Vivid. Okay, Zero. Because why? 400k affordable price. 10% rebate, 0 down payment, and cashback 30,000 over. So then this one you can focus it. Okay? Yeah. Any more question to ask our speaker, Yukesh?
Just one more chance, take one guidance. Basically, so far quite okay when they do booking, they give the documents, especially when they are working. But there's one at the moment, it's not where they are actually a business person. So the documents until now belum sampai. So there are a few months waiting, but already booked.
Okay, what is your role? What is your role? What is our agent role?
Yeah.
When the time is the buyer, is the personally employee, I can self-collect document, pass to banker. But normally I don't do that because I'm lazy. But I will ask the banker to connect with the buyer, but I will keep follow up with the banker. Any channel, do you have document? What document left? Or EPF statement? They don't know how to play it. I will call the buyer, ask them to download and one by one print out and send them. I will do the bridge, connect with banker and buyer because you know your buyer, they will hate your banker. And your banker really too many complicated documents like that. I want to become the came down all two, okay, like that. And then the second one, if the customer is a businessman, you know a lot of form 49, 24, all that. I feel complicated also. I will ask the banker directly to contact. But you need to understand if the case is done and it's lost, what we call, how much the, it is due on how much the commission the banker get, how much is yours. Your one is more important, you need to follow up. So I will ask the banker, let me handle for you, how many balance documents you don't have, what is the solution, how to get it. Then I will contact the bank. If the customer is the, what we call is a businessman, definitely they have a PA, right? Contact with the PA lah, accountant lah, get the one, okay? If the accountant is putting you aside or something, they don't reply, only you call the buyer, you need to make a bridge. If the buyer also don't reply or something, is taking really busy, few time already, I can mean that they not keen. Is it? Just like you're telling your buyer, the project is full refund with the booking fee, whatever 500 or 1,000. They also don't work, mean they not keen. If you're keen, you can try them, right? So just try. What is your limitation? Then
No, I actually wanted some guidance. So thank you.
like this one,
Yeah.
like this only, you just become the one.
In terms of video content, us promoting ourselves, is it better to just, so when we got training, they said put your own personal property page, or is it okay to do your
Personal property page, or if you want to reach more people, then because if your profile maximum 5,000 followers, but then in page, then you can more than the one.
So does it do a separate for personal properties, free for property page?
Okay, actually this one I not managed very well also lah. I got profile, I got page.
So you blast
But normally my video on page, my profile I go to travel everything I also post. But then my profile also IQI, my page also IQI one. So I depend, I want to post which one. If let's say like today sharing this one, I post my personal profile. But then my page I forgot already. I just make it like very relaxed, flexible like that. But you need to continuously to do that, then only you get that. So the video content, anything related to your business you do. Even I talk about the Evian Chan, she doing the content, the KLCC the content. You search in YouTube how many the content agent they take a video. Why the buyer they choose for Evian? Why?
she was the one
Because they feel comfortable with their voice, right? Maybe those people they talking like this one, they don't have up and down, but the buyer they like it, then they like it, then you get the deal lah. Just do it, just post, no matter what content there are other people they post already, you just do it lah. Because this is the trend lah. As you can see I can tell you in the whole market, Malaysia market, okay, they what we call, they take initiative to take video, they still less than 2%. Yes. Can you be the one? Then you can step up. If no view, mean that content not good. Right?
try again.
Try again. We have a lot of challenge. I cannot tell you that it's smooth. Okay, the loan or everything, but then we find a way to find. Every customer rejection, then you feel demotivated. But then once you can get case done like him, oh, brother, I want to keep training all that. Right? Okay. Yeah. Any more questions?
If you have anyone looking for landed property, can find me lah.
Later. Where is?
Gardens, Kamuda Gardens.
Kamuda Garden. Near your place also lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm very near to that place, Shah Alam to Rawang, so yeah, anytime I can take an appointment.
Are you going to share your social media handles?
My social media is actually just my name lah. I'm not so fancy with it. Yukesh Ravichandran, that's it.
What, sorry?
Yukesh Ravichandran.
So at least you get some tips from your page, then we include something.
Can
This is, by the way, my personal
Oh,
page.
not your property page.
No, I only have
Instagram,
this.
they don't have one. They only have one profile.
Yeah. So it's literally just my own Instagram, but I post all the property stuff lah. Yeah.
Yukesh, what?
Yukesh Ravichandran is the exact same picture with the post.
No, poster is the value. Left or right, right, left. Yukesh.
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 Yeah, I made it not too long ago, so lah.
So in case regarding the real estate, the landed property as well, you contact.
Yeah, just message me.
Thank you, it's very nice.
Okay, guys, before we end, can we take a picture?
Yes,
For more idea? Come. Speaker here.